In the podcast interview between Candace Owens and Andrew Tate, they discuss a range of topics including masculinity, culture, family, and societal issues. They both express their views on the importance of masculinity and the attack on traditional gender roles in society. Tate emphasizes the importance of masculinity and how it is under attack in today's society. He believes that men need to embrace their masculine instincts and not apologize for being strong, successful, and assertive. He argues that men should lead by example and be unapologetic about their achievements and lifestyle. Owens agrees with Tate's views on the importance of masculinity and the need for men to be leaders. She believes that culture plays a significant role in shaping minds and hearts, and conservatives need to compete with liberals in the cultural space. She criticizes the conservative movement for giving up on culture and wonders why they are losing the culture war. The role of fathers in shaping their children's lives is also discussed. Tate talks about his father, who was a professional chess player and served in the Air Force and the CIA. He credits his father for instilling discipline and accountability in him and preparing him for the difficulties of life. He believes that men need to be prepared for the challenges they will face and should lead by example. The attack on masculinity and the rise of a matriarchy in society is another topic of discussion. They argue that emotional arguments are used to control people, and women are more susceptible to these arguments. They believe that women need to embrace their feminine qualities while men embrace their masculine qualities to create a balanced society. The COVID-19 pandemic is also touched upon, and how emotional arguments were used to control people's behavior. They discuss the importance of logic and critical thinking in evaluating information and making decisions. They argue that emotional arguments can be easily manipulated and lead to irrational behavior. Tate goes on to discuss the importance of emotional control and stoicism in men. He argues that society is teaching men to act out their feelings, which he believes leads to destructive behavior such as school shootings and violence. He criticizes the emphasis on therapy in mental health awareness, stating that not every feeling needs to be explored or validated. He believes that therapy can exacerbate problems and promote selfishness, as individuals become overly focused on their own emotions and lose sight of the world around them. He argues that therapy is a form of control and propaganda that aims to make people docile and self-absorbed. The conversation then shifts to the topic of Prince Harry and his decision to leave the royal family. Tate criticizes Harry for betraying his family and allowing his wife, Meghan Markle, to exert control over him. He believes that Harry's unhappiness stems from a lack of respect and self-respect, as he gave up his guns and his identity for the sake of his wife. Tate argues that men need to be respected and that Harry's actions are a display of what has happened to masculinity in society. Owens and Tate also discuss the importance of struggle and resilience in shaping character. They both agree that going through difficult experiences builds mental strength and prepares individuals for the challenges of life. Tate believes that men need to embrace struggle and not shy away from it, as it is through struggle that they become stronger and gain respect. The conversation then turns to the role of mothers in shaping masculinity. Tate speaks highly of his mother, who he describes as a loving and attentive parent. He credits his father as his superhero and role model, who instilled in him the values of honor, courage, and strength. Tate believes that mothers play a crucial role in making their sons feel respected and important, which contributes to their overall happiness and well-being. Owens asks Tate if he wants to get married. Tate admits that he used to be against marriage, citing legal disadvantages and the potential for a woman to ruin a man's life. However, he now believes that if he meets the right person, he would consider getting married. He acknowledges the importance of love and faith in a relationship, and the potential for marriage to provide stability and happiness. The conversation then shifts to cultural shifts, morality, and religion. They discuss the live and let live mindset and how it can be hijacked when people start attacking morality and redefining what is considered normal. Tate shares his personal journey from being more accepting of certain issues like homosexual marriage and abortion to becoming staunchly conservative due to his observations of the differences between heterosexual and homosexual relationships. They question whether they should force everyone to be religious or Christian, to which Tate responds that the first step is having the courage to talk about these topics and not being afraid of being cancelled. He believes that America is facing a spiritual battle and that Christians are starting to stand up and speak about their principles. The conversation then turns to Tate's ongoing legal case. They clarify that he is not being prosecuted for human sex trafficking charges as commonly believed. The charges against him are related to allegations of using the lover boy method to convince women to move to Romania and make TikTok and OnlyFans videos. Tate denies using this method and argues that the women involved have stated that they were not victims and that he did not force them to do anything. Tate also addresses old videos that have resurfaced, including one where he talks about the lover boy method and another where he is seen spanking a woman with a belt. He acknowledges that the videos are embarrassing and that he regrets making them, but he emphasizes that they have no bearing on his current case. He believes that people should be allowed to grow and learn from their mistakes, and he points out that he has no criminal record or involvement in any serious wrongdoing. Tate expresses his frustration with the way he is being attacked and vilified, especially by men who should understand that they could be the next target. He argues that the subjective nature of sexual crimes allows people to weaponize them and destroy someone's reputation without concrete evidence. He believes that the voices of the women involved should be given more weight, and if they say they were not victims, then that should be the end of the issue. Owens addresses the issue of rape accusations and how they can be manipulated for personal gain. She argues that consensual relationships can be turned into accusations for financial gain and fame, highlighting the power of the media in shaping public opinion. Tate adds to this discussion by introducing the concept of the loverboy method, where a man can be accused of wrongdoing even if he has had a consensual and respectful relationship with a woman. He argues that men are not safe from false accusations and that the process itself is the punishment, regardless of innocence or guilt. Tate shares his personal experience of being investigated for a crime he did not commit, which resulted in embarrassment, loss of money, and imprisonment. The conversation then shifts to the role of materialism and financial freedom in resisting the matrix, a term used to describe the false reality projected by the media. Tate argues that financial independence is crucial for resisting the slave mind and that teaching young men to be financially successful is a way to empower them. He believes that materialism, when used responsibly, can be a tool for resistance against the matrix. Owens agrees with Tate's perspective and shares her own experience of being attacked by the media for various reasons, including old videos and conspiracy theories. She emphasizes the importance of having a sense of humor and not taking everything too seriously, as it is essential to engage with young men and make conservatism appealing to them. The discussion then delves into the concept of the matrix and the power of the media in shaping public opinion. Owens argues that the media is the enemy of the people and that it has been caught lying numerous times. She questions why people continue to believe the media despite its track record of dishonesty. Tate adds that the media's goal is to keep people distracted and compliant, and he believes that the West is in trouble due to the decadence and irrationality of its society. The conversation concludes with a discussion on the importance of strong families and the nuclear family in resisting the matrix. Owens argues that the nuclear family, with a mother and father, is the best defense against handing over children to the government. Tate acknowledges the importance of the nuclear family but also mentions the role of Islam in providing a strong family structure.